Good afternoon. It's August 10th, 2015. Yeah, it's been a while. Um, yeah. I guess this is me umming for a while, is how these used to go. So, yeah, I worked at Venmo for 3 months. I don't remember if I did one while I worked at Venmo. Um, but today's my first day not working at Venmo. Pretty excited about it. Um, yeah, I think the biggest thing, um, not to like say anything bad about Venmo um, or whatever. I don't. I think overall, I just like don't like working for other people, and like dealing with politics and whatnot isn't something I want to do. Um, so like working through all that is like just lots of effort, and I'm not learning anything from that effort. I mean, like I'm learning a little bit about working with people, but it's like tons and tons of effort just like get something done that should be like normal. So I'd rather like make something with that effort than argue and go to meetings and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know. But overall, I enjoyed it. I definitely like made some cool things that I'm excited about. Hopefully they'll ship soonish. But definitely learned a lot like on the technical side. And I guess also that I just don't want to work for someone. So good to know, and I'm gonna try to like not do that ever again. Um, so currently looking for client work. I have a couple prospects. Um, yeah, I have a couple projects I'm working on that I'm really excited about. Um, I'm working on a new service, which haven't been my strength in the past, but I think it'll be good. And excuse me, I burped. Um, yeah, so I was writing down all these notes about it on paper, um, which I've been enjoying lately. Just like writing on paper makes I don't know, and then with that, I guess this is kind of interesting. Um, I wrote down like what I was thinking, and not just like usually most of my notes are just like bulleted lists. Um, but I wrote down in like sentences, so it was like trying to solve. I'm getting sick. That's not good. Trying to solve multiple accounts. So you can have multiple accounts to this thing, and how would that work? Like with switching, or what's it all that sync? Or do you sign in once? You have all your accounts, or like you have to sign into each account on every client, which is kind of annoying. Um, so anyway, I wrote down like what is an account, like, and then I was like, well, I guess an account is someone with an email address. Maybe they have multiple email addresses, but it's one person. So what does that mean? How do I represent that? And then I wrote down my end goal, like, and highlighted it in whiskey. Or sorry, I underlined it on paper. Jumping ahead. And like wrote down that and all the steps. And then like, oh, more questions, and wrote those down. It was really good. I feel like I was like brainstorming more efficiently than I usually do because I'm like making myself write it down. So anyway, I went to go lay in bed. Because I was like getting tired, but still wanted to like work on it more because I was thinking about it. I was like, oh, you know what? Like writing on a piece of paper in bed sucks, so I'll just type it, and the repetition will be good for thinking through all of these. So I was typing in whiskey. It was driving me nuts because there's those random dots that show up under the text sometimes, and I had like known about this issue for many months. And then as I was typing, I noticed something I had noticed before. They flash with the cursor sometimes. I thought it was just random, but it's like synchronized with the cursor. And then like right on the spot, I was like, I know exactly what that problem is. So, started working on it, and like it wasn't what I thought it was, but it was related. And a couple like 20 minutes later, it was fixed. I was like, cool, now I can actually use this thing, and like kept writing when I was writing. But I think that got me inspired to like let's finish whiskey. It's like pretty far. We've worked on it I started it in 2013, which is crazy. December, but still. So I think my plan is I'm going to finish whiskey, and I might do some sort of pre-sale. So you can prepay for a copy of it, and you'll get a promo code when it comes out. I have a clever trick for distributing more than 100 promo codes that Aaron Marshall told me about. Anyway, so I think I'm going to try to finish up a release of whiskey today, put it out, and then work on this plan. I think part of it is I need to commit to a schedule of like I want to do X releases a month. Maybe it's like 4, maybe it's 8. So like once a week, once every 2 weeks, whatever. And then commit to a date to ship it, because I feel like you're just paying for something and you don't know what's coming. Like that sucks. So you need to figure that out and see how that works with client work. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but not too worried about like paying rent and whatnot currently, but definitely need to get that figured out at some point too. So the other thing I'm working on, the service, I'm going to be kind of cryptic about it. I'm really excited. I don't know how much I should say. I'm seriously considering getting a co-founder and raising money for it, and then hiring some friends. I've only like vaguely mentioned it to like 2 people, 3 people, I guess. So, yeah, I think it's a good idea, and it's business to business, not consumer. Although like lots of like normal people, I guess, or not normal, like my friends would use it just like via their business. So I don't really care who's paying for it as long as like people are using it and it's not just like some enterprise tool no one ever sees. So that used to be my hang up with B2B stuff was no actual people would use it. It would just be like terrible software that never gets used. But the thing with business is like Cheddar, for example, was like $2 a month. And it was like, I thought that was like as cheap as I could possibly make it. And people were still complaining it was too much. And I was like, I can't live off of this. It's too, like, that's not enough money. So I need just like an enormous scale, which didn't work at the time. So the plan is to do some B2B things, because with like, I don't know, doing the math on it, it seems very feasible to be like self-sustaining, at least for me, by the end of the year. Maybe, I don't know, once it's done, a couple months from when it's done, whenever that is. So I don't know, it'd be more fun to do it with people, and to kind of like go big with it. I think it's a really exciting space. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Still like on the fence about should I raise money, who do I want to work with, but anyway. So thinking through that, working on whiskey. I have a couple of things left, and then I'll put in an update. The last one came out December 21st, so it's due for some love. It's forever ago. I don't know. It's been a busy like first half of the year. 3 months at Venmo. What else did I work on? I did Tiny. No, that was last year. Jeez, what did I do? Oh yeah, I took some time off. I worked on Roster, which is like a client project with a friend. And I worked at Venmo, and here we are. So, crazy. I also really want to work on my personal website again. I haven't done that in like a long time. It's kind of old. and that's like really important for getting clients. My screensaver came on. And speaking of, I want to make a screensavers website as well. I have 3 now, and people seem to like them. It's more just like a marketing tool for my personal brand, which helps get clients. Yeah. I'll probably update the Whiskey's website with a bunch more like new stuff and a way to like take money and all that. I have a lot of ideas and things I need to get together. So I have my notebook here, and I've been like writing a lot, or like sketching and whatnot. So very excited to be back and doing my own thing again. Like Venmo is great, nothing against them. If someone was saying they were considering working there, depending on the role, I would say, yeah, like absolutely go for it. But just comedies in general aren't for me. So, yeah, anyway, I guess I'll get back to it. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. What do I usually say? It's been so long. I don't know.